Warning, this podcast contains spoilers and dick-headed angels. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the ASOTV podcast for Supernatural, Season 12, Episode 10, Lily Sunder Has Some Regrets. I am your host, Mike, and joining me are Nikki and Kim.
Before we get into it, it was one dick-headed angel. The rest didn't know what the fuck was going on, and they just followed the orders.
Very true. It was one extremely dick-headed angel, more so dick-headed than they usually were. As
if they would have known that the child was a human, they wouldn't have even thought of doing that.
Of course not.
No.
But my question comes up is, where the fuck was their supervision? Like, angels, as he put it, and from what we know from previous seasons, never came to Earth. Extreme rare occasions.
And Nephilim would be one.
Right, and on this extreme rare occasion, you think the powers that be in heaven would be watching closely?
Well,
they didn't, they didn't question him.
They didn't question him.
They trusted him?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't their place to
question.
The
thing is, no, doesn't matter.
Castiel was above him.
That's true, but angels they can sense the Nephilim.
Mm-hmm.
They can sense that it's a Nephilim. They didn't even bother turning on their angel senses. Like, what the fuck? They just, oh yeah, okay, let's kill it. Like, fuck off.
There were a lot of holes in that, plot-wise, for me. Like...
yeah.
You think the entire heavenly host would have detected the Nephilim's presence, like, coming into being. You would think that, I don't know, maybe one of the archangels would be keeping tabs on it. Like, this is an abomination that must be destroyed. I'm just going to keep, one of my eyes on it, just in case.
The way that they make it seem is that, Nephilims, unless they're hidden,
Mm-hmm.
they're never detected. Or they're detected, right away, as soon as they're conceived.
I guess she could have, hid it, considering she knew all those spells and different things. But, so maybe, I don't know.
I mean, she didn't know the Enochian magic until after they killed her daughter.
No, she knew some stuff.
She knew about angels and all that stuff. She knew Enochian. She was fluent in it, but she didn't know the magic.
She knew enough. She knew enough magic to summon one.
She had to give up parts of her soul to get the magic.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Remember, she also had an angel with her, so it's plausible that maybe they just didn't.
I just think, walking up to that house, they'd be like, oh, damn, there's a Nephilim in there, you know?
Yeah, I would agree with you on that one, but...
I was so angry watching this episode. The whole episode, I was just so angry, because it just didn't make sense with the rest of their Nephilim lore. I know they're trying to throw, Nephilims are bad at us, but they're going about it a way where it doesn't fit the rest of the show, in my mind. And it's really aggravating.
Because the one Nephilim we've had in the show so far was in the show for a grand total of 10 minutes. They
killed her.
Yeah, as Metatron and Cass kill her. And the only thing we knew about her is that she was able to see through Cass's disguise, and she was powerful enough to throw him about.
There was a Nephilim in, the earlier seasons, too.
There was? I thought that was the first one.
Pretty sure. We had this discussion before. It was season 3 or something.
I feel like
they had the Antichrist in season 5. I mean, we don't really know.
It was a girl.
Yeah, the fallen angel. That's when they had to kill her to make the angels fall.
However, I don't remember back that far, unfortunately. But, where was I going? Yeah, I agree with whoever was making the point, because I forgot now, that they're just forcing this Nephilim lore onto us in kind of a haphazard manner. Like, yeah, this is going to be important in like 2 or 3 episodes where the main story is actually, important. So here, we're just going to shove all this at you so you're well versed in it, even if it doesn't make sense how we got there.
They're just it's gonna turn around and get really confusing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, the whole premise that some of Cass's angel buddies, who he used to serve with, are getting murdered. Interesting. I didn't think any of them would have been left alive by this point.
Well, she said she didn't start doing it until they fell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she couldn't, because she couldn't track them, or they were stuck up in heaven and stuff like that.
Well, she couldn't track them. They had their wings, and I'm guessing a great deal more power. I mean, we were just talking about this, last week? Or the week before? That we never really got, a good clarification on, like, what lack of wings meant for the angels, other than no access to heaven without that fancy portal they made.
I mean, it's kind of like
they did say, she's like, we had to wait a long time, and I guess that's because we don't have our wings. So I guess they have to travel around like humans on Earth.
Right.
So
I think it's almost fallen angel, but not exactly. They're not evil.
They have I think the only difference now is they do have the access to like their powers of healing and stuff like that, and they can get back up to heaven via the portal. I think those are the only differences from when they fell.
Right. It's tough to piece together because, I mean, like I said, we were just talking about this, and well, here's confirmation: they can't they can't just zip themselves around like they used to be able to. The other thing is, a couple of times in previous seasons, Cass always talked about not having the power of heaven on his side, like when he was in a tight situation, because there were times where he would just, turn around and, like, the diner in season 6 with the Jefferson starships, he just lights all of them up and vaporizes them. And then there were other episodes, I forget what it was something less threatening than, a diner full of those things, and he was useless, because, as he put it, he was cut off from heaven's power.
Well, I mean, he did get cut off when Metatron took power.
There was that, too.
So, like...
Yeah, and then we lost his...
And, like, he has had connections since to heaven. He's been able to go up if he ever wanted to. Like, it's not like he's banned from heaven.
True.
I just don't think they're as powerful now.
No.
They
clearly can still throw people around if they have the juice. Like, what's his face? Dickhead. After he got healed by Cass, he...
Ishel?
Yeah, they still need like when they use their powers, they have to have actually time to. I think it's something they probably didn't have before.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was probably unlimited before. Yeah. Now they have to actually rejuvenate.
Yeah, I mean, I could see from a plot telling standpoint why they would have done that over the seasons, cut them down, because when we were introduced to Cass, he was pretty much an I win button. Mm-hmm. And in his current relationship with Sam and Dean, if he had that much power, he is an I win button. And really, there's nothing that could threaten him. Or them.
No.
So, it makes sense for me.
Back to the Nephilim conversation, yeah, it was Jane that was in the Metatron, the one they had to kill to open the gates of heaven. That was the only other Nephilim, other than our baby.
Maybe I was thinking of the Antichrist. Because that was around season 3, I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was scary powerful because he turned overcharged Cass into an army man.
A little
figurine. Yeah, that's scary. I don't know, this whole episode, though, I picked out a couple of little just annoying, like, not really annoyances, just little peeves with, for example, Cass served under Isham for how many years, how many eons, and then he was given a legion of his own, where he was in charge of Uriel. I'm thinking, no, Uriel was in charge of Cass when we were introduced to them how many seasons ago? You guys got that backwards.
I don't even with this episode.
Yeah, I like with a whole group of angels not sensing that there isn't actually an all dangerous, powerful creature sitting in that house.
I mean, if it was an all like she's what, 10 years old?
Something like that.
She's already coming into her powers. You would think they would all go in just in case she could blow somebody up, just like going like, snapping her finger.
I mean, the boss man did say he would take care of it alone. I guess if they were in the room with him, maybe they would have figured it out.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, they should have all went in. But I mean, angels are stupid when it comes to chains of command and all that jazz.
You want to talk about angels being stupid? Dean and Cass's little silent treatment feud for the first 15 episodes. The first 15 minutes. Oh my god, I almost said 15 episodes.
We know that they are all giant children.
Giant children.
That are still living in high school drama, basically. Like, Sam's the only one going like, what the hell? And usually he's the whiny bitch.
Usually.
So, I mean, but Dean, he's just been, ever since the darkness, he's been like super high school drama little bitch right now. Like, and Cass is only just kind of, he's still copycatting at the same time. He's still learning to be human. So,
high school drama bitch.
Dean has been kind of pissy.
Yeah, he's ever since the darkness.
Stupid shit, and literally this whole time. So the whole beginning of this episode, he's being all just like, "I'm gonna be like, I'm mad at you, Cass. Me, I'm not gonna talk to you when we're in the same vehicle. I'm not gonna listen to music, which is like my thing, because I'm mad at you. What the fuck?"
To be fair, I've done that before. I was a teenager in high school.
That's right, exactly.
So like,
simmer down now, crazy lady.
What's the truth, though?
But I understand.
You're a grown man. Come now.
I understand Dean being mad because the whole cosmic consequences is a scary thing to think of. When they, like you said, we've dealt with cosmic consequences before, and they usually nip us in the butt big time.
And we talked about this last episode. It's like, okay, if there's consequences of the cosmic proportions, I'm guessing they're delayed.
They're building up. Like, I thought I don't even know what I thought. I was kind of thinking maybe she's like the hitman for the Cosmic Consequences Brigade or something. I don't know.
I was thinking like, meteors would start falling, or like Final Destination type shit would start happening.
I don't know.
To
in my brain,
people.
They fucking killed Death and brought out Amara. What could be more worse than that?
Yeah, God's sister, the sister of the creator of the fucking universe. Like, how more cosmic can you get?
I mean, she did start making the sun bleed.
I mean,
and now
they killed a lonely Reaper.
I mean, true, she seems to be like one of the. We really don't know much about that, but as far as we can get, she's one of the Reapers in charge now.
Yeah, well, I mean, if Death. Exactly, Death died, so somebody has to step up and start collecting souls again.
Death died. I have to wrap my head around that one for a second. It's like, can you kill a cosmological constant? Go find.
Not the concept of death, but like
the actual embodiment, like
of the Grim Reaper. Yeah, the top of the Grim Reaper.
We do know he's like, oh, I just I was bored. I could go to some other planet and play Death there. We know that there is a vast universe and he could go anywhere. So he is a cosmic element. He could go anywhere in the universe and play Death. But he's on Earth. He decided to stay on Earth, and then they off him. Mm-hmm. So
we also
maybe
they've always given us tidbits that other worlds like exist, like populated worlds, and we got another little it was a blurb if you were listening. I forgot the exact wording, but when angels, when a Nephilim comes into their power, and Cass just goes, worlds die. So it's like,
this has happened before.
This has happened before. Worlds have died because of them.
I didn't think about that. Well, I mean, yeah, they say that Nephilims are they're as powerful as they're more powerful than regular angels, but they're more powerful depending on who the parent is. So you're dealing with an archangel.
Now, how much information can Cass have? I mean, they didn't know, past God. They don't know past God. Like, they know that other worlds exist, but they've never been anywhere else. How did they know that other worlds would die if Nephilims existed? Like, how does that... It's like, if the whole world was just blown up, there's nobody to tell the story about that world, right? So
I mean,
I'm trying to wrap my head around how they're coming up with this information, how they're telling these stories, and how, like, it's just, it doesn't make sense to me.
angels kind of transcend the physical plane, so if it was another world way out there that they just, God decided to populate and a Nephilim destroyed it, they would have that information.
But we've never heard this information before when Nephilims were brought up, when freaking Lucifer was causing bullshit and all this. We've never heard this information before. You think they would have even, like, an inkling of it. Like, even when God was screwing around. Like, you would think you would hear about it with Amara because, God's sister, hello, if he created all these worlds, why just pick on Earth? Why not blow up all, like, blow everything up? And, like, if God really wanted to escape her,
like,
why didn't he just go to his other worlds?
That's what if Earth. Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. But, like, if Earth was, let's just say that Earth was the first, so it was like his baby, like the first baby. He's gonna be far more protective of his first baby than he's gonna be of his other baby.
There is that.
I don't know. This episode came about, and now I'm just asking all the questions and being super angry. Like, I was really impressed with everything up to this point, and now I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Really? Get your shit together and tell us an actual decent fucking story. Maybe it's because it is a filler episode that's trying to lead us on to think that it is part of the main story when it's not.
Yeah.
Well, they're trying to get more background, I guess, for Nephilim. But yeah, it is kind of a filler thing. I think this is more about a cast.
This was a cast episode.
It was. And, like, I could have swore when I watched the promo for this week's episode, it was actually supposed to be comical. Like, I thought I saw some goofy clips.
But apparently it wasn't that goofy. No,
I'm okay.
No, Nikki, you're right. I saw goofy clips too, and I even said that. I said it looks like it's going to be a goofy one, and no, it really wasn't that goofy.
Maybe that's why I'm disappointed. Yeah, maybe that's why I'm disappointed, because usually they're not so into the storyline episodes have been goofy comical ones, and this was not. It was just a letdown. I
mean, I don't know if we want to talk about it yet, but next week's episode is going to be goofy as shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all about Dean.
It's all about Dean losing his memory because he gets hexed.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that witch coming into play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's supposed to be funny.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just a short little... we can read it now and go back. It doesn't matter. Next week's episode is called Regarding Dean. Sam enlists Rowena's help to track down an old-world, powerful family of witches after Dean gets hit by a spell that is rapidly erasing his memory. And...
So I'm getting punched by some chick. So.
Yeah. and the promo has Dean making some high-pitched noises, so...
Oh, those are always good.
Those are always good. The cat scream. I meant to go watch that last week, and I didn't. I'm going to have to watch it after this.
I mean, there's that episode. There's the Psych Ward episode where he yells, "Pudding!" and drops his pants.
Pudding! What was that? That was a Wraith they were after that episode. I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, that was the Wraith, yeah.
Yeah.
Pudding.
Yeah, there's some gems, and they're like in the beginning of the series.
Yeah, there've been less and less gems each season as the show has been going on.
It's not that there's less and less gems. It's just there's less and less memorable parts because those ones were far more memorable. Because we're still actually learning about Sam and Dean at that point, you know? Now we kind of know every nook and cranny of them, and it's uninteresting. So maybe Dean losing his memory will actually reignite that.
You know,
for all viewers.
I gotta pull this up right now. I was reading a Cracked article today, and it was 21 characters who are unrecognizable from when they started, and Sam Winchester is one of them. I have to... Yeah, they go through all of them, like, Thanos from Marvel and Stan Smith from American Dad, Here, Sam from Supernatural goes from being a complex and intelligent character to passive, dumb eye candy suddenly after 6 seasons.
I don't agree.
No, he's still intelligent. He's still he's passive, but he's always been passive, except when he didn't have a soul. That's a little bit different.
When you have to have that conversation, you become an empty vessel. I mean, you don't care about anything anymore.
Yeah, okay, no, he was different when he was drinking demon blood too, and when he lost his soul, and when he was recovering from Lucifer. He was all different during those. Like, I can't see how they'd be like, oh, he's been the same all these seasons. Like, no, there's been some variation.
Well, the whole point of that article is that they are unrecognizable from the start of the series. Like, they're completely different now than they were then.
Well, you gotta think, the more shit you go through, you kind of change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there's still a lot that's really similar with Sam.
Yeah, I definitely did not agree. I don't know about some of the other ones, I don't know about that, but it's Sam, I don't agree.
No.
Yeah.
Figured it was a talking point to bring up. Something I remembered from my lunch break today.
No.
I really wish there was more to this episode to talk about.
There really wasn't. I mean...
It was just...
Lily went around killing people, they heard her story, and Sam and Dean gave her another chance, and she wrecked faces, and end of story. Cass was there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was the whole episode, really. She was on a revenge kick, and Sam and Dean gave her another chance, even though she's a monster, in quotation marks, and Cass was there.
Yep.
That's the whole episode.
Monster of the Week episode, a witch that uses angel magic.
Which was...
That
was interesting. That was interesting.
That was
different.
I was waiting for her to take her eye patch off. I knew something was going to be up with her eye. So I was waiting.
I was thinking, as soon as she ripped it off, I'm like, oh, there's going to be some Cyclops shit happening right now. Like, Marvel, here you go. Get them to start writing checks for copyright, because she's going to go...
I figured, she was going to burn out her soul or something trying to kill Isham, but didn't happen.
No, she's not dead. She's still walking around, so... Are we going to see her again?
Who knows? Maybe.
I think that's maybe why they left it like that. Like, just said, here, get the hell out of here. Your revenge is done. I think she's going to come into play again later on in the season. Because she's still emanating with power. She still has that deal. She still has that contract. She still has part of her soul left. So, I mean, and she's still immortal.
There is that, too.
She's immortal in general. Even when she runs out, she says her soul will be gone. She'll just become a mindless... she can probably become evil at that point.
Yeah.
Because you no longer have your emotions.
I'm just sad Dean didn't make any more pirate jokes. He just kept referring her to her as One-Eyed Willie.
Okay.
Okay.
She could have called her a lot of other things, too. I mean, maybe that's why... This episode was just lacking of everything. Just everything. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it a million times over.
There were some interesting tidbits, but it was... I don't know.
Lackluster.
It was very lackluster.
Season, it was not like... Last season's filler was good filler. It was actually...
We've had some good filler this season, too.
True, you're right. We're at the point where, I don't know. It was just a...
It was one bad episode. We can't...
No, but now I'm going to question everything from this point forward, and it's going to make me a bitter old hag that's telling people to get off her lawn.
There's almost 300 episodes. They can't all be winners.
That's true.
So we don't have a winner here. But unless there's anything else, that's our show. That's our show.
Yeah.
Old hag, where can they find your lawn to get off of?
On Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyYVENOM24.
Kim, where can they find you? Do you have a lawn that they have to get off of?
Then get the fuck off my lawn.
Okay.
Alright. Also on the Twitter is HUFFITYPUFF.
Now, you can come join me on my lawn. I have a charcoal grill. Bring some, briquettes. We'll barbecue. On Twitter at Thilladren. ThilladRen.
And see, my fence is like our fence. We share a fence, right? My lawn, his lawn. I have a hose. I'm gonna soak that fucking grill so none of you can have anything good.
What's funny is it's the same lawn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's still a fence. It's there. It's invisible.
Oh, invisible fence. You can find all of us on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, MySpace, and YouTube at ASOTV Podcast. You can follow all of us at those places for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and games. Thank you all for watching.
Like those invisible dog color.
Yeah, one of those.
So she would love that. Every time I try to cross, I just like...
Oh, that's a good idea.